But first you need to close your eyes so I could take you to a magical place where my penis is in your mouth.
That's not what it said.
That's what it says. Konnichiwa, it's your favorite Fukushin, and I'm joined by...
Amphyashy.
And we're going to be reading some Soul Eater fanfiction. This is Disgustingly Beautiful Soul Eater Death X Stein by Boo Bear Lover 16. I almost said Boob Lover 16. All right. You want to be kidding?
Sure. Okay. Sometimes I wonder why I even chose to get into DWMA. I already disgusting.
Yeah, I already disgusting.
Okay, I already disgusting, just like those hideous 3 stripes on my head. I'm already disgusting.
Yeah, that's what it actually is, but no, It says I.
Moving on before I start to cry, it was time to leave class when I heard Dr. Stein say,
"Kids, stay with me. I need to discuss something with you."
I looked over at Patty and Liz. They were looking at me carefully. I nodded to let them know that I can take care of myself. Who wouldn't be scared to be alone with Stein? Hell, he probably wanted to ask me if he could dissect me.
Who wouldn't be scared of being alone with Stein?
That's true.
Hey, kid, can I cut your dick off?
Oh, Father, I hope you're watching. Since he was Lord Death, he could see every part of the city. I hope he was looking at me. As the girls left, I turned to look at Stein, who was standing up to look at me.
Dad, you're watching me with this possible pedophile, right? Please.
You wanted me, I said. He walked over in front of me and stopped, his tall figure towering over me. My breath hitched. Wait, why? I didn't like that weird scientist. That scar of his was disgusting and unsymmetrical. It's pathetic.
Oh, I wanted to ask you about the disorder of yours, he said.
What about it? I asked, eyeing him carefully.
Well, has anything unsymmetrical been bugging you, or?
Yes, that scar of yours. It's hard to see. It's hard even to talk to you about something except about fixing it. Is that all, Dr. Stein? I quickly said, interrupting him. He pushed me up against a wall. My cheeks flushed.
Look, I'm gonna fuck you, kid.
Why with him? His cold touch sending shivers up and down my back. And I liked it. His breath tickling my ear.
Actually, I was hoping you'd say that it's hard for you to talk. He chuckled. What?
No, I'm the one that says,
Oh.
I.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Whatever. I told you we'd get lost. Of course. It is you. What? Of course it is. You like it. What?
There's a comma. Of course it is.
You like it.
Like
it's one thing you actually like that's unsymmetrical, and you can't take it, he said in a sexy... Oh, sorry. It's one thing that you like that's unsymmetrical. Stroking his screw. Just...
I would never like someone like you. You disgust me. I pushed him off.
That's hot.
If you ever touch me like that again, I will get Father to take your soul like he should have years ago. I stormed out of the room. Flustered and red, I ran past my friend, only to be heard of their screaming my name. But I wasn't going to stop. I needed help. I ran to my house, up the stairs and to my room, locking the door. I sat in the corner in the dark. Why did I have this feeling for him? The madness in his touch, the coldness, that made me want him to touch me, hold me, love me. I wanted that love, and I had no idea why.
Death beat you as a kid. Alright, well, shit. All right.
Chapter 2.
I gotta figure out how to go to chapter 2. There we go. These are very quick chapters.
I walked up to the school and I finally had come to the conclusion I was overreacting. Even if it does sound absurd, so be it.
I think he means absurd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if it does sound absurd, so be it. I walked up the stairs and into the school. Even though I had dreams of Stein telling me that I was lying to myself.
Am I gay?
Maybe.
I mean, in all these they're gay.
It wouldn't be surprised.
If Death in the show was gay, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
He's got Patty and Liz on each side and has no
He's got
reaction.
the demon prostitutes of the back streets with him.
Hey, they know their shit.
That's right. They know their way around a gun.
I needed to let my feelings through, but it was only a dream, wasn't it?
Hey kid, you okay? I heard Patty scream. I guess I'm Patty now. Hey kid, you okay?
I heard Patty scream as she ran up towards me. Yes, I'm fine now, I said, walking past her, making sure not to touch. Germs was unsymmetrical.
Spraying her in the face with Lysol. Back! Back!
Isn't that what we do with everybody now?
Yeah. Yeah, no, kid's just ahead of the curve. He's got like 4 masks on.
He'd be the only one prepared for this.
Yeah, he's not going to catch it.
I went into the classroom where I had Stein and sat down in my chair. Stein wasn't in the room, so as I pulled out my notes, I felt a hot breath on my neck. I shuddered and looked over to see Stein standing bent over me.
That's
He
horrifying.
smirked.
That's horrifying. Just sitting there, just like.
That's creepy.
He's a creepy guy.
Okay.
All right. Well, aren't you early? I wonder why.
I gulped and picked up my confidence. What do you mean? I'm always.
It's got big screw, guys.
Or. What do you mean? I'm always here. Or is that big screw of yours finally messed up that brain of yours more?
I looked down and saw my pants tighten, and I'm like, yes. What do you think? A smile grew on his face. Say it.
My pants tightened.
Yeah.
The smile that haunted my dreams. You know
So
you don't
hot.
have to pretend to... Oh, that's you.
You know you don't have to pretend to be normal. I know what you're thinking, but you know what? He leaned down to my ear and whispered, I'm reading all of it now. I want you more. And that's what's in your pants proves that you want me back. I'm a scientist. Remembers? I observe everything I, like. Ellipses.
He leaned away as the class started to fill in with students. I gulped and looked frontward as the class went on. I could feel eyes on me as I wrote, so I looked up to meet Stein's green ones. Him smirking, I blushed and looked down. That creepy, unsymmetrical scientist, weird, disgusting, sexy man.
That's right.
Oh, geez, did I just think that?
Yes, you did.
The bell rang and I sprung up and grabbed my stuff. I heard the door shut to see everyone gone and Stein leaning up against the door. I got the courage to walk up to him. Excuse me, I said, but he didn't move. He just stared at me. I said, excuse me, Dr. Stein. He smirked. You know... Oh.
I just really want one of those screws.
Oh,
just to keep turning.
It's your turn.
You know, when you say my name, it makes me imagine you screaming it underneath me. My cheeks heat. It's a good sentence right there. My cheeks heat. He started walking towards me, and I backed up. I'm just going to keep reading.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Up until my back hit the wall, his face only mere inches away from mine.
Stein, I whispered as he came closer. The door slammed open, and I looked over to see a red-faced soul.
Just jerking it. What's going on, guys? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I forgot my bag. He ran over and grabbed his bag. My face reddened.
My face reddened as he ran out. I flickered my eyes at Stein and opened the door. I flickered my eyes at Stein and the door. Oh, geez, what would Father do if he thought I was going out with this madman? I quickly pushed past Stein and ran out the door. I looked around and saw Soul walking out. I ran, and as I caught up with him, I called out, "Wait, Soul!" He stopped and I reached him. Hey, Soul, I know what it looked like, but it wasn't. He was hitting on me, okay? I asked. He smiled.
It okay. I never knew Stein would go for you. I guess The world has gotten more and more weird.
Yeah, well, I gotta go. See ya, I said, pulling out bees. My skateboard and hopping on her, I rode home.
Is that what it's called?
Maybe. I didn't know it had a name.
I didn't know a skateboard had a name, but I guess it's bees.
I jumped off her when I got to my house and I walked inside. What was I gonna do? These feelings roaring through me, bugging me.
Like bees.
Oh, jeez. He's getting to me.
Oh, jeez, the bees. He's getting to me.
I think we're on to chapter 3.
These are really short.
I told you they were.
We're only at 10 minutes.
Maka had called me and told me that there was a school dance the next day, so I stayed home for that next day.
So I did the only logical thing, and I invited my professor.
Yeah. You want to be my date, Stein?
You go to the prom with me, Stein.
I was getting ready when my father called me down when I was done. I was wearing my usual attire, walking down the stairs and to my father's office.
Checking
I knocked
every
and heard
painting
him
along
say,
the way.
I knocked and heard him say,
"Come in."
I walked in and my father was just standing over the table.
Yes.
Yes, Father? I asked.
I heard there was a dance.
Yes, what about it?
Are you going to it, kid-san?
Yes, I am. Why?
Just wondering. Have a great time, kiddo.
Oh, how you're doing the hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. That's you.
I eyed him warily and walked out. How weird. Oh well, my father has always been weird. I walked out and headed towards the school. I jumped on bees and I could hear music as I approached the school. I jumped off.
Oh, it's called Beelzebub.
Oh.
He just calls it bees.
Okay.
I was gonna say bees is such a weird name.
And walked to the gym. I didn't know how nervous I was until I walked in. Oh Lord, this was worse than I expected. There was people everywhere. Well, at least one thing was symmetrical. Or I would have had something to do. I looked around at my eyes, stopped on Stein, who was at the punch, smirking, looking straight at me.
Filling it with blood.
Probably. That he dissected from somebody earlier.
Where are we at? Oh.
I blushed and walked over towards my friends, who was crowded around Soul and Blackstar, who were obviously drunk out of their minds,
They're
dancing
like 16.
and doing crazy stuff.
Hey, kid. Well, it's about time you got here. Soul slurred and walked over to me.
What in heavens have you been drinking? I asked over the loud music.
Hey, little this and a little that.
He fell over, his nose bleeding, and I looked over at Maka and shouted, I think he overdid it. Her face grim and nodded. She pulled out behind the Tsubaki and pulling out Blackstar.
Pulled him out.
Idiot imbeciles. I felt a
got
body
sheath.
press up against mine and I looked over to see Stein, my cheeks flushed. What do you want, Stein? I asked.
You.
He said in my ear.
You.
I watched his hand lower near my lower region. I gasped.
My lower region. So proper.
I looked back to
Not
see
my
his
dank
face,
peen.
only seconds away from kissing me. I didn't know what to do. Kiss him or what? His cold lips met mine, devouring
it's
mine.
rotting lips.
Ew.
Yeah.
It felt right. I turned around, not breaking his kiss, and he pulled me up against him, leaning down more, since he was so tall.
I just saw his hand cupped, and I immediately looked for balls.
Nope. His hand cupped the back of my head, deepening the kiss. His
Back of
tongue
my balls.
grazed the bottom of my lip as I opened up.
This needs some rewrites. I'll work on it after this video. Don't worry, I'll fix this.
Part 2. I felt something sharp on my waist, pierced the skin. I gasped. He took the advantage. He plunged his tongue down into my mouth. I felt the same sharpness on the other side. I yanked myself away and looked at my sides. I saw 2 perfectly symmetrical cuts on my sides. I gasped and looked only to see Stein disappear into the crowd. What was that for? And that
Why
kiss?
did he just molest me?
But hey, at
But
least
he
there's,
did. It
at
was
least
so
there's
symmetrical.
Symmetrical cut.
It was the most symmetrical rape I've ever had. And that's what counts.
Chapter 4.
Go back because I'm like barely reading at all. Which is probably for the best.
I think you read more with Handsome Evans than you did.
Yeah, no, like the Kakyoin Jotaro goodness that was that.
I woke up the next morning thinking of, what if someone saw us? Oh, Father, what would he have to say about that? I'm his only son that listens
just
to him.
using his giant oven mitts to jerk off.
Death has multiple sons?
Wait, what?
It said I'm his only son that listens to him.
I don't know. I don't think he does.
I
haven't read the manga, so I don't know.
I was walking to the classroom and Corona stepped in front of me shaking.
Corona's Death's son. It all makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. Death just went out and just...
Death and Medusa.
Yeah. Just plowed some witches in the street.
That's why you gotta kill them all.
Yeah. That's why... Yeah, they all broke up with him, and that's the reason he sends out these kids and their partners to kill witches in the streets. It all makes sense now. Hi, kid. I was wondering if you want to come over for some tea.
I smiled. This wasn't like Corona to ask me something like this. But it was nice. Sure, I said. He blushed and scampered off. I don't think that's how Corona would scamper off. Probably more like that.
Oh, dude, can I be him? Can I be...
Yeah.
Can I scream? And just say, fuck you, Corona.
Nothing has happened in Stein's class today. I was disappointed.
Does anything ever happen?
All he did was wink. But whatever. I was walking
Started
to Corona's
out with a
room,
wink and how it ended up like this.
and I knocked on the door, and the door quickly opened to a quite shaken Corona. Hello, Corona, I said, smiling at him.
Hey kid, come in.
He stepped over so I could come in. I noticed her place only had a couch, chair, bed, and a small kitchen.
Wait.
Even a coffee table. I thought Corona was a
He's
boy.
both genders? They? Excuse me?
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Corona is they?
We'll go with they.
Yeah, they. I don't know. I'm sure it's a typo, but I honestly, watching the show, I'm like,
It's hard to tell. We'll just go with they.
For the longest time when I first watched it when I was younger, I thought he was a girl. I don't know where I'm at now.
We're at, you can sit down, kid.
You can sit down, kid. Just avoid the blood stains. Mom came to visit.
He asked, walking over to the small kitchen. I sat down in the middle of the couch symmetrically. So I wouldn't ruin its symmetry.
You gotta sit in the middle seat so there's a cushion on each side.
After a few minutes, Corona returned with a tray of teacups and swords. I sat it down on the table. So, Corona, was there a particular reason you invited me here? I asked.
For some heavy petting.
And he shook a little.
Exactly. No, I just like having you around. You're not so pushy as the others, I assume. Like Black Star.
He said, picking up his cup of tea. I smiled.
If I hear one more fucking Yahoo, I swear to God.
Yahoo!
I keep trying to kill myself, but the black blood.
Well, I don't like pushing people because we all have to grow on new things. He nodded, and I took a big sip of my tea. Its sweetness is different from others. I shrugged it off because he's different. Did he
This is piss.
Did he just drug us?
Oh, dude, yeah. This is the second time today we're getting.
I noticed Ragnarok being quiet.
That's unusual.
Corona, have you been controlling Ragnarok so good he isn't screaming? I said.
Hey! I'm very under control! Hey, why do I need to be under control? He screamed. I screamed. Someone screamed. Nani?
Because Ragnarok, you're loud. No hush.
You got no hush, bro.
Oh, no, that's Corona saying that.
Oh, now hush, I assume. Because Ragnarok, you're loud. Now hush. We have a guest here. Yeah, so? I didn't invite him here, you fucking asshole. I did. Now shut your big mouth, or I won't give you any candy. Ha, how cute. Ragnarok.
Shit it up.
Ragnarok, shit it up. I'm just gonna... Fuck you.
You
I
shut
grew
up, and I
arms.
finished my last sip of tea. I stand up. Well, Corona, it was lovely. I should be going now, I said. He shut up.
Oh, okay. He opened the door.
As I walked out, I said, see you later, Corona. I heard him say,
See ya.
Corona's point of view.
Now back to Ragnarok giving me mad head.
It says, I'm not changing kids' point of view. This was just one of those times you do so unless you guys want me to switch back to Stein's point of view, but I need to be told.
I have no...
So we are at
This
Corona's
is finished,
point of
so...
view. Okay.
Oh, Ragnarok, I said, walking down the hallways to the chamber where I would meet Frog Girl to see what Medusa would say. I continued to the chamber where Frog Girl was in her frog form.
Tisk, tisk.
Doesn't she have a name? Do they never name her?
Yeah, she has a name, but I don't know what it is.
Frog Girl.
Anyway, tisk, tisk. Did you do what Medusa wanted you to do?
I nodded and noticed that there was a frog-looking radio beside her. She turned... Oh.
No, go ahead.
She turned the knob on it, and you could hear a kid talking to his father, talking about me. What will the stuff I put in the drink do? Oh, yes. My urine.
Medusa,
what will my urine do to him?
Medusa figured out that Stein has a thing for kid. And that stuff
I was just going to say kids, and I'm like, yeah. That checks out.
And that stuff will make the madness come out when near or touched. Her friend has been watching him, and
How does kid get his own little demon
and
flipping her with?
kid, they say, will be watching by her spiders, and Medusa has that as a revenge plan.
I nodded. Well, I'll be going, I said.
This is where you get to read a lot now.
I turned around and started walking away. I heard her call out.
Medusa will be proud.
Proud? Proud was all I ever wanted.
Back to Kid's point of view.
Okay.
I finally... where did it go? Okay.
I
walked to the library and went in searching for some books for research. How could Stein finally come out and start to even like someone? That's why I was here, what I was here for. How? I grabbed some books.
Stop trying to fix it. Just
stop
trying to fix it.
I went over and sat down. Time to dig in. 3 hours later, I finally found it. The book said, someone who is mad, has no hope, can finally overcome some of the madness, just enough to actually start liking someone. The person is most likely powerful and right-minded. The only chance of him coming out is that the person is willingly to give their heart and soul to push off the madness and bring the person back. They will need to give back why the mad person has shown them. That person is the only chance. That was the last page of the book. So why was I giving him my heart? Am I his only I'm his only chance, but can I try?
I don't know. I don't know.
Chapter 5. I was going to confront Stein. I wanted to know why he liked me. Why me? I didn't understand.
Like these stripes, man.
Symmetrical
I want to fucking kill myself every morning.
Why would anybody like me? I liked him. I was going to try and make him sane, like the book said. But I needed to know if he was
I'm going to try to make him sane. I got this. I can fix him.
But I needed to know if he was going to try to use me or he really wanted something. Hell, I sounded like a girl. I couldn't help it.
Rude.
I know. I didn't want a broken heart. Right now, I am writing Beelzebub to his house for some answers. I wasn't going to stop till I get some.
No.
We're just going to leave it at get some.
I wasn't going to stop until I get some.
Odd, I jumped off Beelzebub and transferred it back. As I was walking to his door, I knocked and waited. The door opened to nothing. Did he know it was me?
This doesn't end with a screw up the ass. I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Start scrolling down on its own.
Stein, you there? I said, walking in. The door shut behind me, and I felt a hot breath on my neck. What is up with that?
Just, hi, little kid.
It's your turn.
What do you want, kid?
My breath hitched. Well, I needed to ask you something. His lips touched my neck.
Yes.
Because that's totally how that works. I closed my eyes. Damn, I wanted to ask you if he licked my neck.
I thought he was going to say, I wanted to ask you if you'd lick my neck. Just, go on. Actually, gulp.
What do you like about me? Wait, no. Why do you like me? Are you just using me or what? My voice stopped. His hands grabbed at my sides.
Just look at his face.
No, it's his neck, not his face.
Neck, face, pussy, back, crack. I don't care.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, I like you. I want you. I need you.
I gulped again. You know, I've done some research that if someone loves you, it could make the madness go away. He nuzzled his nose in the crook of my neck.
It was... Okay, I thought that was me for a second. I was supposed to read it. For some reason today, being around you seems to make some of my madness surface. I'm having a hard time controlling it right now. I open my eyes and turn around quickly. Oh, that was you.
Yeah. I opened my eyes and turned around quickly. Are you okay? I asked him.
Are you okay?
His head was down.
As he morphed
He had his glasses on, so the light reflected, and I couldn't see his eyes.
I'm fine. I just did the anime glasses thing. Don't worry. But But what brought this up? These questions.
My face heated. I don't know. I was just wondering. He nodded.
Last chapter.
6.
Oh,
no,
I think.
There's 7.
Oh, is there? Okay.
There's 7. After leaving Stein's house, I quickly went home and paced the floor thinking about Stein. The weirdest thing is that Stein asked me to help him dissect a almost insect dino reptile. It made my heart
Extinct,
pound.
I assume.
Yes.
No, insect dino reptile from the depths of the earth.
It made my heart pound. Was it a date?
That sounds like a date. Let's dissect this insect reptile. I'm
when I dissected a cat in high school, was that mean I was on a date with the whole entire class?
No, the dude next to you was just creaming his jeans. He's like, dude, bruh. Dead cats and girls? Can't handle this.
Especially when our cat was pregnant.
Oh, your dead cat was pregnant?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, no. Oh.
And then, one of the others had worms, so that was kind of
Say
interesting.
still you. Stop talking about the dead cats with the worms.
The thought brought heat to my cheeks. Stupid blushing. I sighed and looked out the window, and I noticed Sol was at the door, about to ring the bell. I heard it ring, and quickly ran perfectly symmetrically. I ran perfectly symmetrical down the stairs.
He can drink all he wants and pass the test every time.
Yep.
He doesn't know how to walk not straight.
I opened the door. Hello, Sol, I said, looking at him. His cheeks tinted slightly pink.
It's me, Sol Evans. Hey kid, I wanted to know if you wanted to come on a secret mission with me.
I tilted my head in the thought. Sure, what's in it for me? He mumbled something that sounded like release.
We're gonna get some witch souls. Remember when we were supposed to collect those?
I sighed. When? I asked. He grinned. That usual soul goofy grin.
I don't have shark teeth. The effect is lost on me.
Your turn.
Anytime you want. Now's perfectly fine if for someone as cool as me, he said, grinning. I rolled my eyes.
All right, let's go.
You first.
But first you need...
Oh. But first you need...
No, that's you.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay.
But first you need to close your eyes so I could take you to a magical place where my penis is in your mouth.
That's not what it says.
That's what it says.
I raised my eyebrow.
I raised my eyebrows and prepared for the penis. Are you sure?
I thought there was 7.
Oh, is it not done? Oh, is that all of it?
Well, I guess we did get to
Hold
some.
on. We'll go.
No, there's only 6.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's all of it. They didn't even fuck.
No, not yet. That's very disappointing. There's no script. It says 7-part story, though.
Oh, well, there's a table of contents.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Quick. We need to find some kind of sex. Sex. Anime.
Slowly?
Dinobots. Sex anime. Let's type in that in. What do we get?
See what we get.
What do we get? There's some Attack on Titan.
Levi.
Yeah.
More
There's
Attack on
Aaron
Titan.
and the Big Bad Wolf. Oh, Levi.
Levi.
Okay.
Aaron.
I was gonna say he's gonna fuck a wolf.
There's Fairy Tale.
Oh god.
Fairy Tale.
Oh dude, I can fuck Gray finally.
I mean, we're only
It
at 30.
includes Lemon, guys.
We're only at 30 minutes right now. What are we gonna do? The Neko.
Yeah, there's one just called the Neko. I had no idea what it is.
Okay.
We're just gonna read the first chapter of this.
Oh.
Okay. Which one do you want to do? Meeting, fuck you, his
Let's
room,
do the hickeys. Let's do hickeys.
Let's do hickeys.
My body was sore and hickeys were almost everywhere on my body.
Ow.
I meow as I sat up.
You gotta do this all on cat puns. Can you do it? Can you end everything in like random cat puns?
Cat puns?
Yeah, do your best to do cat puns.
I don't know cat puns.
What is this like? What is this a parody of?
I don't know.
It just said Neko.
It's by Baku Daddy.
I don't know.
Anyway. Rin yawned and grabbed me, pulling me down and hugging me. I licked his cheek. He chuckled. I looked at my phone, and there were 1,000 texts from my old master. Meow.
There you go. Get it in there. Meow.
Rin ran over to me and sat in front of me. Is something... Oh.
Huh?
Is something wrong?
Is something wrong?
He asked as he patted my head.
Whoever the hell I am.
You're Rin.
Okay. Oh, is this a free?
I showed him...
I hope it's free.
I showed him the texts, and he read some of them. Block him.
I'm so lost. We jumped right in the middle of this.
You're supposed to... Oh, we don't even get anywhere.
We just clicked hickeys. I don't know.
Oh, wait, look. It's a...
Oh, yeah, it is free, because I see Haru. Good.
Yeah.
Good. I randomly found a free one called Neko.
Okay, block him is where we're at, and that's where you come in.
Where am I at?
Block him.
Oh. What if he comes to find us, though? We'll run.
I stared at him and nodded my head. He smiled sitting up. He smiled getting up and walking into the kitchen. Rin's my new master.
Okay.
This is Rin's point of view.
So, okay, so...
So it's you.
Were this whole time were we Haru?
Yes.
Okay, then yes, I approve of the ship. I walked in as Haru looked up at me and grinned cutely. I blushed lightly and sat on the couch. He crawled up next to me as he laid his head on my lap. He had his tail straight up in the air. I messed with it.
He's ready.
Just fucking tail. Name a cat.
Having a tail would be entertaining.
Having a tail would be entertaining. I accidentally pulled on it, and he bit my throat like a cat would. I heard him purring and softly did it again. He purred more. That's adorable as fuck. I smiled and scratched behind his ears. His purrs became quiet moans. I saw the hickeys on his neck. I didn't realize they were that bad. That must have hurt, right?
I mean...
Right?
I would think.
I'm just gonna insert a bunch of like free porn into this section of the video. The one I love, the train, hotel room.
Ooh,
Let's do hotel room.
But I don't know whose point of view. Okay,
it's
mine because it's
just assume it's Haru and go.
He came back and it was our stop. He grabbed the stuff and we walked out onto the street. We start with buying an apartment. We walked around looking, and
So
they
lost.
gave us
What's happening?
a room.
Why is he a cat?
They gave us a room for the night, but we had to look more in the morning. We laid in bed, so we never finished what we started in the train. Oh, they must have had sex on the train.
You ran a train in the train.
He rolled over on top of me. I stared at him shyly. I know, but I'm nervous about our first time.
Fuck in the train.
I let him pull off my boxers
cat butthole.
and my sweater. I blushed as he looked at my body. He kissed me, and his bare chest pushed against me. I'm
gonna add some sultry music to this.
As he moved down my neck, he kept kissing lower until he reached my tip. He licked up and down it. I felt him position himself near my hole.
Read this porn to me, please.
He leaned over me and kissed me as I felt him slowly pushing in. It hurt a little at first, but I got used to it after a while. I moaned as he thrust in. He lightly pulled on my tail, which released more moans as he slammed in. He licked my nipple as he thrust in.
This sharp piece.
He used his hand to jack me off with his thrusts. Tears welled up in my eyes as I
Tears
felt
welled up
overwhelmed.
in his eyes too because of the barbs on my penis.
Well, yeah, because cats do have that.
Yeah, oh god, it hurts. This is good for you.
I came on him as he continued for a while before his cum entered me. I moaned as he pulled out.
Oh yeah.
He looked up at me, wiping my tears away. He kissed me and pulled me close.
That's like wiped his tears off and wiped the blood off of his hand. Is there a continuation of this, or are they done fucking? It's a good thing.
We'll go under it. It's a good thing.
We'll do it. It's a good thing, and then we'll go.
Oh.
Haru, I have to get a job. The money's only gonna last like 3 days.
He kissed me as he walked out the door. I went down and paid for one more night. I walked into the street. I jumped over some fences and walked into the store. I bought some stuff we need at the apartment for now, and I walked home as it got darker. I heard footsteps behind me, and I ran and jumped over a fence as they followed. Fucking Lord.
No. Fucking Lord!
I felt my tail...
Jesus, Scoob!
I felt my tail slip out, and he grabbed it. I hissed and kicked him. I meowed and hissed as he threw me on the ground. Uh-oh, is this like some gang
Round 2.
I saw the guy on the ground as I opened my eyes. I saw another person hovering over me. I meowed and slid back into the fence. He stared at me awkwardly. Did you just meow? He asked as he grabbed my hood, pulling it back in my...
Did you just fucking meow?
And looking at my ears.
Did you just meow at me, fam?
I swatted his hand away. He chuckled.
I like it when they fight back.
What? Wow, a Neko.
I don't even know where you're at.
He said as he scratched behind my ears.
I'm going to improvise my lines from here on out. Every time you pause, I'm just going to say something.
I purred and tilted my head. He scratched faster. A quiet moan slipped out of my mouth. I blushed and smacked his hand away once more. He sat next to me. So, did you do something to bother that guy? Or
is there a reason he just beat the shit out of you?
Or did he just start following you? I didn't respond, but I listened. I got up. I gotta go. See ya. I said as I walked away.
Okay, I found you. I was this whole time I've just been like looking like, where are you?
He waved and I got up, walking the other way. I jumped the other fence and ran into the building. I jumped into my room and slammed the door behind me. I heard Rin walk in and he laid on me.
Haru, I hate everything.
He bounced on my cock.
Ah! Ow! Fuck you!
He bounced on my cock and he flipped me on top.
Fuck you, Rin!
You're bad. It's your turn again. Haru.
Oh. Haru, you take the lead just this once.
I blushed.
As he readjusted his broken cock.
I blushed, but
you broke my dick!
He kissed me. Calm down, he said. As he hugged me, I blushed. Being around you doesn't make me calm, though. I feel like my heart's always going to burst out of my chest.
It's gonna go doki doki, and then I'm gonna shit on the floor. Is that good or bad?
Good? I responded shyly.
Good?
He smiled and kissed me. I'm not the best at naming, but we're not here to judge names.
That was like a note from whoever wrote
Baku
this.
Daddy.
Good old Baku Daddy.
Okay.
Alright, you want to call it?
Sure, we'll call it.
There's one just called Fear.
Do you want to read Fear?
I don't want to read Fear.
Okay, let's read
This is
Fear.
already long already.
It says, this part's going to be dramatic. I might end it here.
We will too.
I heard them running down behind us. They sent some men down to the bottom, and they were waiting at the bottom.
At the bottom.
I
At the
looked-
bottom of the bottom.
I looked
I
at
entered in
Rin,
the bottom.
and he didn't really know what to do. I broke the person's window that we were next to, pulling him in behind me. I
Keep
looked around the
parts
room.
and it opens up. We're like,
And a
now we're on the
girl
run
ran
from
in.
the law.
She screamed, and I grabbed Rin's hand and ran out the door. I tripped down the stairs and looked at Rin. He picked me up, setting me on my feet.
I just want to click on the next one. It's like,
I
you didn't have to kill her, Rin. You didn't have to kill her.
I pulled him down the stairs and we ran into the street. I pushed him into the store. Hey, we're closing in 15 minutes, the guy said, as everyone was at the registers. I ran, leaving Rin in there. I saw Takumi. I ran the other way and they followed.
I haven't watched Freed, so I don't know who
I
most of these
haven't-
characters
I don't
are.
know.
I know Haru and Rin. That's they picked the good
Rin
ones.
kept trying to call me, but I couldn't answer now. I jumped the fence and Takumi was the only one still following. I could never escape. Why did I think it would actually work this time? Oh, it's his old masters dudes coming after him.
His old swim masters.
I heard my phone ringing. I climbed up a tree and deleted his number.
I looked
followed-
over and Rin was
slowly
having a
followed
panic
me,
attack.
and
Why?
all the calls.
Why am I voiced by Vic Mignogna? Why?
I felt him grab my leg. I kicked him and jumped down. I ran. Rin called me again. The more he calls, the more I have to delete. I answered, Rin, don't call or text me anymore,
Stop
okay?
calling me,
I
guys.
just want you... You just have to wait a little longer. I hung up and looked behind me, and Takumi wasn't following me anymore. I heard a honk. I looked to see a massive truck heading my way. I froze in fear.
Why is it every time I see the word massive, I immediately look for the word cock? Just
Because they're
immediately.
supposed to be...
They're supposed to be massive cocks.
But there's not any.
There's not. I'm gonna edit in some massive cocks, guys. Look forward to massive cocks.
You can do that.
I will.
Just not
Horrible ending. We'll never know. Is what the person commented at the end of this.
Baku Daddy.
All right, we're gonna end it here.
Sounds like a plan.
As I find my button, there we go. Bye.